John, how good was Carter Hart for you guys?
Really good.
Best player on the team, would you say?
Yes.
Especially coming after the Arizona game, where he probably didn't have the kind of game he wanted to have. Were you impressed to see him bounce back the way he did?
Yeah, we all saw how good he was. I just liked his whole demeanor through the game too. There was, again, I'm not a goalie coach, but there wasn't a lot of extra movement. He looked calm. Yeah, it's one of the better games I've seen him play.
How much do you think he settled the team with them knowing that they could rely on him back there?
Well, I'm not so sure our team was settled. We played hard, did some crazy things at times, did some really good things. But the goal, that has to be our recipe when you play against a team like that, a high-octane team. Last game of the road trip for us, coming back from out west. We knew we had some obstacles against us. We needed a play like that from our goaltender, and we got it.
John, what went into the decision to not play Kevin Hayes in the third period?
Oh, I'm not going to talk to you. It was my decision not to play him, but I'm not going to get too involved in that. Speaking. We played in spurts. I mean, there was some struggles. I like the way, we'll just go to the third period, the most important period. I like the way we played in our end zone. I thought we filled the middle there. I didn't like our play in the neutral zone where they kept coming at us. But I thought we did some really good things as far as stick on puck and trying to control them as best we can. They had chances. They had a lot of chances. A really good offensive team, but I thought we just hung in there, bent a little bit, and Carter gave us an opportunity to win a hockey game.
No, this team has gone down 1-0 in several of the games this season. What was the mood and the energy like on the bench as the team kind of stayed the course and rallied?
Yeah, I thought it was important that we obviously scored the next goal. Our first period, you could tell we were, I think the travel got to us a little bit. We were just, and we talked about it before the game, we talked about it in between periods. And honestly, that's what was against us tonight. But we had to work through it, and I you get the next goal to tie it, I just think it gives you instant energy. Were we perfect after that? Absolutely not. But find a way league, we found a way tonight.
Travis Konechny didn't have a perfect game. He took that one penalty that he regretted. But is it still reassuring to have someone like him where, when the chips are down, when he has an opportunity late, that he can finish and produce you guys a goal?
Yeah, I mean, we have problems scoring, right? And he's been probably our best offensive guy all year long, so we're going to need that out of him. I have just gotten to know him this year. I've watched him from afar, but as I've coached him here, he does, he loses himself sometimes through his energy that he brings, but he's a reactive type player, and I think for most of the time this year, his type of play has really helped us, and it helped us again tonight.
Is there an element with that when you have a player like that? Because I'm sure you've dealt with not exactly the same player, but similar mentalities where you don't want to rein him in too much, even though you also don't want to have those mistakes.
Yeah. I just want him to, I think all of us, all our players, need to manage games at times, and TK can't be running around and being reactive all through a game. And he's played in the league a long time, but he still has a lot to learn too, and is that part of it. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for someone to calm us down sometimes, and sometimes he goes the other way in the way he plays. So for all our players, as we go through the experiences, managing games were very important. Like Frosty was out there at the end, and he needed to get the puck out one time. He lifted it and went 3 feet. It was a nervous play by him, but he had an opportunity to make a play. Didn't work this time. Hopefully, going through an experience, he gets a chance that another time he'll succeed. So those are all the things we're going through as a team.
Is Noah Cates a guy who could potentially be that guy? He made the big deflection to set up Konechny's goal.
For me right now, he is that guy. I thought he was our best player in the first period, where we really had a lot of players nowhere to be found. And I'm not saying they were lazy. It was just we were just in the fog a little bit, and they've lost 2 or 3, and they came out hard. And the combination, I thought Catesy was the one that kind of settled us down and tried to lead the way. So he's just an impressive guy. And I've stuck him in the middle of the ice that he's never played before, and I think he's just handled himself so well.